creating vision boards and saying affirmations every day, and they did that and nothing changed, because that's just one aspect of manifestation. Manifestation is much more than that. Right. Welcome to day one of Design Your Dream Life. Who's excited about this? I am so excited. I'm buzzing since morning. I'm excited. I am nervous. And I've done these live lunches many, many times. And I realized when I feel a little bit more anxiety, it is because there is a lot of light wants to come in. Sometimes we mistaken anxiety with stress, with excitement. Super excited for each and every one of you guys to be here. It's going to be an amazing, epic week of masterclass. My intention is for you to really, really starting to shift and change your life after this event. I don't want to be just, it is not a motivation event. I don't want to be just giving you motivation and hype you, although you will be motivated, but this is not the main intention of this week. The main intention is for you to change your life. Who's ready to change their life? Tell me in the comment, and please participate, because I don't want to be like thinking that I'm just talking, and I want this event this whole week to be interactive. And we can also start taking a picture of the Zoom and share it with our social media. Let them know that we are doing amazing things. Smile. Amazing. I'm ready to change my life. Sometimes we do want different things and results in life, but we really don't want a lot of change. And that's what keeps us stuck. We want amazing results, but we kind of don't want to get out of our comfort zone. Are you ready to get out of your comfort zone? Because what I'm going to ask you is going to put you out of your comfort zone. I so appreciate each and every one of you and your time, because I fully believe time is our most important currency. You get everything back in this life, even money, health, everything that you lose, you can get it back. But we don't get our time back. So I appreciate your time here. And I also want you to think about it, that there is no accident in this world. There is absolutely no accident in this world. This whole world, it is an orderly universe. Think about the perfection of this whole universe. Think about the perfection of our galaxy, the perfection of the proximity of Earth to the sun and the moon, the perfection in the nature. We think things are random. Nothing is random. There is order behind everything. And it is not by accident that you guys are here today, right now. There's a lot of things that our human mind cannot understand. Your soul has connected you with me. There is a reason you are here. You could be in so many different places. There is so much going on in this world. There is so much distraction. You could be either in someone else's event. You could be either in doing something else. You could be scrolling on social media. You could be working on your business. You could be doing a million different things, but you are here. So I want you to have this intention that this week is going to absolutely change your life. Thank you so much for all your comments. Keep them coming. It's good to know where you guys are from and what you do for a living. And I'm also going to explain about myself. One more thing I want, okay, before, there's so much in my head. There's so much I want to share with you guys. And I feel like 1 hour a day is absolutely not enough because there is a lot in my mind. And I want to make sure I deliver the best teachings as much as possible during 1 hour. So the very first point, You need to have pen and papers. If you don't, please go grab pen and papers because I want you to take notes. I see some people, you do have it already. Beautiful. If you don't, please go ahead and grab a pen and paper. For the person who's driving, do not grab a pen and paper because you're driving, but watch the replay. Watch the replay and take notes. When we take notes, our brain creates new neural pathways, so we understand things on a much deeper level. First thing, write things down. Second thing, have an intention. Our intention is much more powerful than our actions, meaning you've taken action and you're here. One person might be here taking the same action as another person, both be here. But one person might have an intention of, let me see what this whole thing is about. I'm just curious to see what is this about? It seems interesting. Let's see. That's one intention. Another intention is, I am just sick and tired of living the same lifestyle. And it can be a much higher lifestyle compared to so many other people, but you want more. And you should want more. We all are part of this nature, and this universe is always expanding. So expansion is part of our nature. But the second intention, which I want all of you to have, is that I want this week, I don't know how, I don't know, I don't even know this Helia person. Some of you do. There are many new faces here. But I am going to have this intention that this week, I don't know how, I'm just going to leave it up to the universe, God, whatever you believe in. Please, universe, God, my higher self, I want this week to be a start of a new chapter of my life. I want my life to be before and after this event. This is a powerful intention. This is going to make you understand things that I am sharing with you on a different level. So you can write it down on top of your page. My intention is that this week, masterclass, to be the start of a new chapter of my life. Living my dream life. Yes, Harman, you got it. And I feel your energies. So that's why I want you to have your cameras on if you can, because I feel your energies from your faces. And intuition is one of the things Bob Proctor teaches. And I've been working on my intuition, and it's getting more and more powerful. You can do the same. And I want to teach you how to do that. And I'm reading your comments as well. Please keep them coming. I love that you guys be active in the comment section. So Science of Getting Rich says, by the way, chat, put it in the comment, yes or no, if you want to have more money in your life. Who wants to manifest more money? Yes or no? I don't think there is any human being says no. I don't want more money. Yes to money. Yes, yes. We proudly want more money because money gives us more option, more possibility. And we all need to be financially free, so free that we can go live our fullest life. When you're not financially free and you're always calculating and you're always worried, and maybe you're not even worried, you make good amount of money, but you still don't have that overflow of abundance, you can't operate fully from your core because there's always going to be the thoughts of money. So I see everybody wants more money. Yes, to passive income, of course. And absolutely, when good people make more money, they do more good in life. So the Science of Getting Rich says, getting rich is not about doing certain things. Write this down. Getting rich is not about doing certain things. It is about doing things in a certain way. I do have some, how many real estate agents do we have here? Because that's the industry I come from. Okay, 2 people I see on the video. Is there anyone else who has their video off? Put it in the chat, please. Sandeep, you're from Dubai. That's so interesting. My very first client, very first client a few years ago was from Dubai. I don't know. I have a connection with, my soul has a connection with Dubai. I'm in Canada, but more person from real estate. So I remember the reason why I mentioned real estate is because I remember that when I was in real estate and when I first started, I had a really hard time. I was telling some of you guys, I was telling Carmen, you're in real estate too. And we do this thing which is called shadowing in real estate or so many other different businesses. So there are these high achievers in a business, and there are these other people who are struggling, and that was me. And you go shadow that high achiever who's doing great. You're supposed to shadow them and see what they do and learn from them and do exactly as they do. Who can relate to this? You go learn from someone who's a high achiever and successful. You do exactly as they are doing. You memorize your scripts. You get really good at listing presentation. I see that Sandeep is nodding your head and Harman, you're smiling because you can resonate. And that you can apply to any business or and even in your career, whatever you're doing in your life. You look at people who are doing it great and you want to do it. So you shadow them either in person or from far away or from whatever. You do exactly as they do. And that's what I did. You prospect. I did cold call, door knock, prepare this, prepare that, flyers, and you do not get the results that they are getting. And what do we think? We think there's something wrong with me. We think they are somehow talented in some way and I am not. This is such a BS, and I want you to refuse that idea. Don't let that get into your head. We all have the same power of our mind that everyone else has. The people, the high achievers in your real estate company or in your business or wherever, which industry, whatever industry you're at, the reason they are successful is not because they are doing certain things. It is because they are doing things in a certain way. And 99.9% of the time, they don't know what they are doing. How is that certain way that they are doing the things? So they cannot convey to you. They cannot transfer their knowledge to you. We call them unconscious competent. They are competent at what they're doing, but they are unconscious. What does it mean? It means so many different things, but just to give you some examples, doing things in a certain way means you can do the exact same thing as the high achiever is doing. 2 people taking same exact action, getting 2 complete different results. It is because the number 1 person who's the high achiever, when they are taking the action, what is going on in their mind? What is their limiting beliefs, or do they have any limiting beliefs? What is their subconscious programming? How confident they are about what they're doing, how much self-worth they have. The second person who's not getting the result, they are full of doubt. They are not sure if their action is going to produce results. They are hoping and wishing. They have subconscious programming that needs to be changed. They have limiting beliefs about money. That is another subject for another day. There are so many different beliefs and limiting beliefs that we have about money. They have different belief system about hard work or how hard it is to make money or become successful. So it is all about your internal world. It is not about the type of actions you take. Yes. And Samuel, I want you to be focused on you more than being focused on what's happening in the world. It is not being selfish. If you want to change the world, Bob Proctor said, someone asked him during one of our Zoom events that one of the coaches asked him, I want to change the world. He said, if you want to change the world, first change your own life. It starts from an individual. So you say, I've already experienced people who copy my content. I get no responses. They get many. So that's where I get the determination. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Two people doing the exact same thing, one person getting results, one person not. So it's all about your internal world. You don't know what is going on in their internal world. It is so important when you're creating a content. What is your belief system? What is your thought patterns? What is your subconscious programming? Not what you consciously want. We all want results consciously. We all want to have followers and comments and likes. That's your conscious mind. What is in your subconscious mind? What is in someone else's subconscious mind when they are copying your exact same copy? It's content. So it's not about content. One of our coaches, Bob Proctor coaches, sent a message yesterday. She asked me on our Facebook page, that do you think Facebook ads work? And that was actually my question about almost a year ago. And it's so interesting. My consciousness has shifted so much even since then. It is not about do Facebook ads work or not? It is not about does Instagram or LinkedIn work, which one work better? We had this conversation with other coaches at Arizona. We had a in-person coaching with all the Bob Proctor coaches a couple of months ago. And it was so interesting to see that we all had different ideas about different platforms. Like I had this conversation with someone else. I literally told them I quit Instagram because I never got any client from Instagram, and I love LinkedIn. All my clients come from LinkedIn. And this other coach, very successful coach, she said, LinkedIn, I never got any client from LinkedIn. I get all my clients from Instagram. And we do the exact same thing. We teach Bob Proctor's teachings. So I want you to think about that. What is the reason? It is our level of consciousness. It is our subconscious programming. So most of you know Bob Proctor. So I'm not going to share much. If you don't, you should Google him. He was such an aware, conscious human being. He was such a legend. And he changed my life and millions of other people's lives. When I joined his coaching program, after I've done so many different coaching in business coaching, real estate coaching, and they're all amazing people, but everything shifted 180 when I joined Bob Proctor program, the paradigm shift program, and the thinking into results, which is a 6 months program that I teach now. So many of you have already, during our connect calls, they ask me, so what is after this week, free week event, and how can we work with you? What is it that you teach? Thinking into Results is the name of the program that I teach. It is a 6 months program, Bob Proctor's program, but I also have other different programs. If 6 months is too long for you, I have different things. I have a 1 month program that can absolutely change everything for you. There are different options. So I want you to get in a call with me and we can discuss and see what is best for you. But this 6 months program, Thinking into Results, changed my life. And the teachings of Bob, I love it because I've done Tony Robbins, I've done Joe Dispenza, I've done so many different gurus. And because I am very curious and I will always be, I'm recently studying Kabbalah. I was with Robin at a Toronto in-person event, and it is a beautiful, beautiful modality. Bob's teachings, the reason why I love it, and I still teach Bob's teachings and no other modality, is because it is very comprehensive. Not only It is about spirituality, energy, law of vibration, law of attraction, the laws of the universe. It is also about your mind. It is also about taking actions. It is also about strategy. It is also about results. The program is called Thinking into Results. So it is not just a woo-woo spiritual thing, but it is also not just like, go, 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 Tony Robbins, just take action. It's very comprehensive. That's why I love it. So my journey with him, for those of you who don't know me yet, I first saw the movie The Secret many years ago about the law of attraction, and I loved it. But I also realized years later that it was an amazing movie about bringing awareness to people, but absolutely not enough for really seeing change in your life. That's why so many people got disappointed. They watched the movie The Secret. They thought it is about creating vision boards and saying affirmations every day, and they did that and nothing changed, because that's just one aspect of manifestation. Manifestation is much more than that. So if you create a beautiful vision board of a luxury lifestyle that you want to have, but deep inside in your subconscious mind, from your childhood programming, you believe it is hard to make money, that's what is going to be dominant, no matter how much affirmations you say. And manifestation is not about adding things to you, because we live in a world of abundance. You guys, do you believe we live in a world of abundance? There is no lack. How much money exists on this planet Earth? Do you think there's a lack of money? We need to remove our own limiting beliefs. Manifestation is not about adding things, it is about removing things. Look at the nature. Look at the bank accounts in your own city. Do you know how much money is sitting in the banks of your own city, not let alone your country and the whole world? And where do you think money comes from anyways? Where does money come from? Where does everything come from? Infinite source of supply. God. You believe in God? I don't mean a religious, punishing, angry God. I mean infinite intelligence, who created this whole world. So let me read you something about this source of supply. Money comes from, I posted something in my social media and people loved it. My abundance, my money, my income doesn't come from people. My income comes from God through people. So I'm always abundant. And I want you to look at your own life this way. So Wallace D. Waddell says, thought is the only power which can produce tangible riches from the formless substance. Thought is the only power which can produce tangible riches, money, from the formless substance. The stuff from which all things are made is a substance which thinks. And a thought of form in this substance produces the form. It's a little bit heavy, no, but I'm sure you guys get it. You need to read it a few times. That's why I want to gift you guys this book. So it says there is a formless stuff. What is that formless stuff? It is consciousness. We are part of it. There's 3 points, 3 very important points I want to read you. Number 1, there is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. Number 2, a thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought, our imagination. Man can form things in his thought, and by impressing his thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing he thinks about to be created. We are so powerful. We are so freaking powerful. You have no idea. We are mini gods. We are co-creators. And meanwhile, we are living in lack and limitation. You have all the power in the world to create anything that you want, absolutely anything that you want. And if you're not living it yet, it's just because there's some crap in your subconscious mind. Excuse my language, but it is the case. It's the reality. And it's for all of us, including myself. No one is perfect. So I want you to think about, this is your homework. I want you to think about, what do you really want? What do you really want and why? Think about it, reflect on it. If you knew, like if God came down and told you, from now on, you can have absolutely anything you want, what would that be? And why do you want that? Why do you want that? There is a beautiful article by Bob Proctor. It is called Purpose, Vision, and Goal. I'm going to post it in our Facebook group. If you are not part of our Facebook group yet, you should join, because there are things that I only share in our Facebook group and nowhere else. I'm going to put the link here. It is in 11 pages about purpose, vision, and goal. So in summary, you need to have a purpose in life. What is your big purpose that you live for? What is that main thing, overall theme of your life? What is your purpose? And if you don't know what your purpose is, that's okay. You're going to read the article and you're going to learn and you're going to find out. And if you still read the article and you don't find out what your purpose is, I can help you with that. I just want you to think about this, and this is in the article. When you read it, your purpose is basically what you love. When people think about purpose, they feel like they have to change lives. It has to be like this life-changing thing. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Whatever you love. We all have love and passion for different things. The reason why you love something is because your soul wants it, so you have to go after it. So first we realize what is our purpose in life, and then we determine our vision. The vision is how you live this life, all areas of your life. The overall looking, how does this life look like? Where do you live? What do you do? How are your relationships? What service, value, product do you deliver? How much money you make? What vacations you take? That's your vision for life. And then you're going to come up with a goal. And I want you to come up with the goal for 2025. What is your goal? What do you want to achieve by the end of this year? And Bob recommends you have 2 goals, one personal and one professional. Don't worry about the how. Go for what your heart wants. I will teach you the how. Do not set a small goal, because when you set a small goal, as soon as setbacks and challenges come, you're going to retreat and you're going to forget about your goal and you're going to go back to your comfort zone. That's a problem with small goals, because there is no inspiration in that. You need to go with a goal that is so big, that is so scary, but also so exciting for you. So you need to be scared and excited at the same time. And again, if you have difficulty determining your goal, we can talk about that. You guys have access to me on our Facebook group. If you know how to get to your goal, if you know the steps to get to your goal, you kind of have an idea how to get there, that's not a right goal. Because that's not going to cause you to grow. The purpose of goal is to grow. It is not to get. The getting comes as a byproduct of your growth. Who is ready to grow? Who is ready? Who is ready to go? Who is ready? Okay, let me put it in another way. Who is ready to be uncomfortable every day? I see fewer hands now. Uh-oh. Okay. I need more hands. Jas Mohan, where you raised your hand the first time. Okay, good. Because growth. Thanks for the thumbs up and all the hands. Because your dream life, whatever it is for you, it is on the other side of growth. Your dream life, I want you to really pay attention to what I'm saying right now. Sometimes we might just get disconnected, get lost in our head. I want you to come back here with me. Come back here with me. Pay attention, please. Your dream life is not something you get. Your dream life is who you become. Dream life is who you become. And when you become that version of you that is here in harmony with your new goal, you're going to get your goal. It is going to come. Do you see the difference? People think I want to get this thing, whatever it is, business, money, success, relationships. It is not about that thing. You don't get that thing. You become the version of you who's a match with that dream life. There is another version of you. You cannot have your dream life being the same person as you are right now. You need to shift, you need to grow, you need to change. And that growth requires being uncomfortable. Why? Because you're not used to it, because it's a different version of you. And that doesn't mean hard work. That does not mean hard work. I am against hard work. I've done it before. It is freaking exhausting. It works, but it is the worst way of living, and you don't need to do that. You absolutely don't need to do that. So there is a difference between hard work and being uncomfortable. I will explain more. Tomorrow is such a powerful session. I don't want you to miss it. And again, there will be bonuses for people who join live, because there is a different level of commitment when you join live. I understand if the time zone is not right. Some people have joined this event from Australia, so it is their 4 a.m. Of course, I get that. But if the timing works and if you join live, you're showing the universe that you're really committed. You're not just here to get information, just watching the replay. It's fun. Okay, let me get motivated. No, you want change. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about paradigm shift and self-image. Oh, I love self-image. It's all about your image. It's all about your idea about yourself. Deep down, who do you think you are? How confident do you think you are? How much self-worth you have? Your dream life depends on that. So what do you really want and why? And I'm going to post purpose, vision, and goal article in our Facebook group. And I want to share a quote with you. And I want you to write it down. I'm going to repeat it twice because it's a very powerful quote. I heard it from Bob. This is from Dr. Kenneth Blanchard. Dr. Kenneth Blanchard said, there is a difference between being interested in the life that you want to create or being committed. There is a difference between being interested in the life that you want to create or being committed. When we are interested, you do what is convenient, right? When we are interested, we do what is convenient. When we are committed, we do whatever it takes, and we expect only results and no excuses. So it is convenient, kind of, to join a free week of a masterclass, but it requires another level of commitment to join a 6 months paid program. So how committed are you? How committed are you? Are you just interested? And how committed are you to your own life, not to me? And even if you don't want to join my program, are you going to join someone else's program? Are you going to commit to your dream life and pay? Because there is another level of commitment when you pay for something, when you have the skin in the game, when you invest in yourself. Absolutely another level of commitment, no question about that. There is so much we can learn from this week, and I am going to deliver my best. You guys have any question, I'm going to answer all your questions to the best of my knowledge. I don't hold anything back. But there's only so much I can deliver in 1 week, 1 hour a day, compared to what we can do together for 6 months, holding you accountable every single week, going through one of the most powerful programs in the world, Thinking into Results. This program has changed lives and businesses like no other program. Bob Proctor changed lives in insurance industries, real estate industries, sales industries, leadership industries, entrepreneurships. He has changed many, many different companies. Prudential Insurance was one of the big ones many years ago. Bob changed their sales results to millions of dollars many years ago. So this program is a result of many years of wisdom and knowledge. And it is not just a new program that popped up out of nowhere, like a manifestation hype thing. It is a program that has created results for people. There is nothing more powerful than understanding what are your subconscious programming and patterns, and really changing the root of your results, which is the subconscious, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to go deep into the paradigm and the self-image tomorrow. Yes, the mind is the key. Also, like Kabbalah, that is a very powerful spiritual modality that I am following. I will teach as much as I think might be relevant to you guys. But I realized one of Kabbalah's teachers, one of the amazing teachers, he said he was practicing Kabbalah for many, many years. And Kabbalah talks about manifestation, kind of like manifesting things, and it's more a spiritual modality. It is not a mindset thing that much. And he said, although he was studying Kabbalah for many years, many, many years, like a decade or so, or maybe more, and he was teaching Kabbalah, he was still struggling in his own finances for many years, until one day, somehow he changed one of his limiting beliefs. So it is all about the mind. Even the most powerful spiritual modalities cannot do much for you if you don't learn how to change your subconscious programming and remove those limiting beliefs. Some of us learn how to do that magically on our own, but it takes decades. Like for this person, it took him almost 20 years, he said. He was struggling financially. And meanwhile, he's teaching Kabbalah to multi-billionaires and people in Hollywood, changing lives. And it took him a long, long time to realize that he had a limiting belief about money in his subconscious mind, and he changed that. Can you do things on your own? Yes. Does it take 6 months or does it take 10 years or 20 years? It takes a long time. We can't do much on our own. Why? Simply because we don't see our own blind spots. We all have blind spots. There is so much power in having a mentor, having someone who holds us accountable every week. And when you talk to me as my client, when we talk together in our sessions, when you speak, because I am looking at you from outside and I've been in this environment for many, many years, understanding the words that you say comes from your subconscious, I can point out at, okay, you see, when you said that, that's because of this belief that you're holding in your subconscious. It is so powerful. All right, I want to keep these sessions not more than 1 hour because I know that, well, today's a holiday. Happy Easter, by the way, if you celebrate. But I want to keep these sessions to 1 hour, and I hope you really learned something important today. I hope it was transformative. This is my intention, again, to help you transform your lives. Thank you, guys.